exist anymore as a professional team, having their membership being cancelled or terminated by the Board of Governors, which is a decision-making body of the league. Well, what it simply means is that the league will issue only 15 teams. All the games that the Royal M have played, they're all being nullified. So when you go to the log, maybe I don't know when they're going to update, where Royal M appears, there'll be 0-0 all the way, as if they've never played even a single game.
All right. So for the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns, Golden Arrows, TS Galaxy, they, of course, won their matches against Royal AM. And for the likes of Kaizer Chiefs, SuperSport United, they drew against Royal AM. What then happens to those points received from those matches?
Those points will be deducted from the teams, and those points will be expunged. That means they'll not anyone. They'll just expunge them. So, for example, not only that, I mean, there's a player who probably scored against, who scored in that game. That goal will not be counted as well. So all the goals, even the points collected, will just disappear.
So now, in terms of this, because we wanted to have a team that is expelled mid-season, what does then it mean for the promotion-relegation playoffs? Does it mean that now the championship from the NFD will then automatically go through to the PSL? And then just in terms of the playoffs, what is it going to look like? Because now we're ending the season with only 15 teams.
Well, I wouldn't know with those logistics, but what the practice has been, the team that is number 16 from the Betway Premier League will automatically be relegated. The team that came position first with the Foundation League will automatically get promoted. So I'm not so sure, because that becomes an administrative decision that the NEC needs to take and be implemented by the league. So I'm not so sure about those logistics as to how, but we know that there'll be relegation, there'll be promotion, chances are there'll be playoffs again. But as to how it is, I wouldn't know.
And, you know, this is also so confusing because we know that the whole matter was surrounded by the SARS issue in terms of Sean Mkhize owing in the region of 40 million rands to the South African Revenue Services. So how will SARS then recover their money if the team is expelled altogether?
You know, maybe to clarify one thing, maybe to the benefit of your listeners as well. The issue of expulsion of the league is not only around the SARS issue, but there's other factors which led to that. Now, one of the biggest factors was that the team was unable to fulfill its obligations towards probably the league or the players. Now, SARS is a separate issue. SARS has attached the team curatorship. They were trying to sell, it's more like they've attached the team to sell it so that they can recuperate some money. But that on its own is not the sole decision that led to the expulsion or nomination made by the NEC. There's other factors which are more serious than the SARS issue.
And just quickly, in terms of the players, do they then automatically become free agents, the ones who were signed to Royal AM?
Well, if the club ceases to exist, they become automatic free agents. But I'm not so sure whether. Well, I'm certain that they have to approach the DRC. The DRC have to give an order to declare them as free agents, because you can only register with a clearance from the previous team that you have played for. But if from the dispute resolution chamber to declare you a free agent, and then you can be registered outside of the window periods.
And this is the final one, Mandla. In terms of Sean Mkhize as an owner, is she also banned from now owning a club in the PSL or in the NFD or can she come up maybe in the next season and purchase the status of another club?
Let's clear something else as well. When this team was expelled, it was not in the ownership of individuals. It was in the hands of a curator. Now, there's no order against Mkhize, whether he's committed or what. It was all about the member club, which is the Royal AM. but not individuals attached to the club.
So it means she can purchase a status of another football club, should she wish to?
Yeah, if she wishes, then just go through the process of application with the NEC, and if the NEC deems it necessary or fit that she can join a club with the league with the club, well, it's up to the discretion of the NEC. But there is no order against her as an individual or any individual that is associated with the club. It's against them. Remember, the club is a legal person as well. It can be sued, It can sue the own. So there's two different people here, which is the individual and the legal person, which is the club.
Absolutely fascinating conversation with